Happy Feel Good Friday here on Chat It Up Sports. This is the first time I've gotten a chance personally to be on a Feel Good Friday show in a minute. It's been a while. I'm excited to be here with y'all and the crew behind the scenes, but we're going to get into a little NBA tonight or today. We're going to do our core four picks and predicts, and we're going to play something that young man Drew has not played since being on this show, and it's one of our favorite games. Let's introduce the crew back in Chattanooga. It is my man, Miggy Malcolm Harris, a.k.a. Black Santa Claus, and Uncle Drew in the studio. And then behind the scenes, the man pushing the buttons, making sure we look good and all the things. It is Joseph Guthrie. Fellas, how we looking today? What's going on?
It's a beautiful day, bro. That was a hell of an intro.
I miss it, dude. I miss doing
I'm glad
our
to be here.
Friday show.
I'm used to like it's
yeah,
still...
the intro music. It's gonna take a while. I did see we got unblocked on Spotify on those 2 episodes, so maybe the intro. I saw the Gmails come across today, so maybe the intro music can come back.
Are we DMCA free?
I believe
maybe?
On those 2 episodes, on the 2 episodes that I got email notifications about today. Yes, I believe so.
Next week we'll try it. Next
Monday, we'll try it. Yep.
We'll you
may never see episode 163. It may be lost to time, but
we'll listen. I'll cut an episode where I cut the intro out, and we'll have it just in case.
We really miss the loud, repetitive intro music.
Dude, I mean, I don't know how we've gone doing these shows without having our eardrums absolutely blown out.
Yeah,
pause.
Like it just feels not as like I don't wake up.
You don't
wake up, but I wake up. Yeah,
it's that like. It locks you in.
For sure. That's exactly what it's like. Greg, ESPN Chattanooga. Remember that?
Welcome into the world.
That's when I knew it's like, hey, it's time to lock in.
Oh man,
that's right. It's as Chase Green would say, it's time to light the fires, and that's how you got the fires lit.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Well, we're going to jump right into it. And like I mentioned, the core four is going to be the bulk of the show today. We've got 4 really good matchups in college football that we want to dive into, talk with you a little bit about here on the show today. But let's start with little Uncle Drew's NBA corner. Drew, give us a little rundown of what's been going on in the National Basketball Association. I know my man Jalen Brunson has just gotten knocked out with the grade 1 ankle sprain or whatever it was. My man was in a walking boot in crutches after the game on Wednesday. So not too good for my Knickerbockers right now, but you can touch on that and anything else you wanted to in Uncle Drew's NBA corner.
Sure, dude. Patriots-Jets play tonight. It is the perfect opportunity to ditch football and watch like 3 League Pass games tonight. But no, I brought 3 things I wanted to talk about. Specifically, there was a tweet that went out this past week that I saw, and I think Joseph is going to get it up momentarily on the YouTube. So the Sacramento Kings have announced or reportedly have announced that they are looking for trades for Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Domantas Sabonis, and are headed towards a full rebuild because, that should have already been done. But since the 2022 Light the Beam year, a lot has changed. Halliburton no longer there. De'Aaron Fox no longer there. Man, it's pretty bleak in Sacramento because they don't have a lot of young talent. I think their best young talent would probably classify as Keegan Murray, I guess. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at the roster. I think that's really all there is to be excited about is young talent. They've already given him $120 million plus. So that's sad for the Kings, but focusing on them saying what a mismanaged franchise they are for about the 100th time, that's not going to do anything for anybody, right? Yeah. So my question was, those 3 guys that are up on the screen right now, do they actually do anything for anybody if they're traded?
I think they all 3 do.
Think so?
And I have like scenarios for all 3 in mind.
All right, so before you get to those scenarios, let me read you their salaries, okay?
Okay.
So we'll start with DeMar DeRozan, who is on a decently team-friendly contract. He's at $24.75 million a year. So I think he is actually the most tradable out of any of these 3, because that's the least, and he's the least by a bit on these 3.
Yeah.
So I think he's actually the most tradable to help out a contending team, or maybe a team that's just looking for veterans out of the 3. Domantas Sabonis is making $42.3 million a year. I mean, I saw a lot of Celtics fans on Twitter. They're like, let's grab him. I don't want him for that price tag because then you're pigeonholed. He's your third guy, and you just got out of ditching Porzingis' salary and Holiday's salary to get out of the second apron. And then my favorite contract, and honestly one of the worst contracts in the league still, even though LaVine's production is he's like a 25-point a game guy, and he doesn't do anything else. Zach LaVine, $46 million. Where is Zach LaVine going to go? Who is taking that?
Zach LaVine does not make $46 million.
He does. He makes $46 million.
Bro, NBA money is so different.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. But I mean, all right. So knowing that their contracts are what they are, walk me through where you want each of them to go. Because I mean, like DeRozan, I could see him going to a multitude of teams with his salary. Sabonis, it would take a special desperation case, I think, of somebody who just needs a better player in there. And then LaVine, I don't know. I don't know where he goes.
I kind of see I see 2 out of 3 of these players getting not the Bradley Beal treatment, but something significantly similar. Like, hey, you're making this ridiculous amount of money. The game's kind of passed you by. You're about to start getting 1-year deals for like 12, 15 million a year. So with this being said, I see Debo, DeMar DeRozan going 1 or 2 places.
Okay.
He's going back to Toronto. And he's just going to be a veteran presence there and just be the old guy. Or he's going to go to LA with Braun for like one last hurrah. And he's from Los Angeles. It just makes all the sense in the world. He was born to be an LA Laker.
Sure. So that means they're probably getting rid of Rui in that case. Rui and some other salary, I think would. I looked at before this. That would roughly make it work. And if that's what the Lakers want to do, I think that's fine. But I don't think the Lakers should give up a pick for DeMar DeRozan. Not at this stage in his career. They should be like, we're doing you a favor by taking this salary.
I think Rui, Dalton Connect, and Gabe Vincent. For DeMar DeRozan.
I think Vincent actually is too much. He makes too much.
To be
money.
Honest,
no, Vincent makes too much money to go back in that deal. It would have to be Rui and a couple of minimum guys to make the deal work. Man, Sabonis. I couldn't find the team. If you guys have it, let me know.
This is the easiest.
Where do you think?
Golden State.
I was just looking at Golden State. They've got some big men there, but
so they have to get rid of Jimmy to do that.
No way.
Or Draymond.
That's the guy. Why not?
I don't see the Warriors getting rid of Draymond. I understand practically for all of us as fans. I think for the past couple of years it's made sense to get rid of Draymond. But the thing that he and Curry have that nobody else does in the NBA is they have that chemistry on offense that allows Stephen Curry to run off his hip tighter than anybody's hip in the league. And Stephen Curry is an objectively better basketball player when Draymond Green's on the court. I don't know. And I can't imagine them trading Draymond Green to the Sacramento Kings where they have to play him 3 more times this year.
The only reason why I don't see that happening is if Steph marches into that office and says, go get Klay Thompson back from Dallas today. I'm tired of it. I would rather lose 82 games and have Steph and Dre by my side than to do this. Because if Steph wants championships, which he wants to do, at this moment in time, for a championship, you got to give me Sabonis. And I know Dre has won 4 championships. I know what he's done. I'm not trying to discount Dre at all. I just think that Sabonis is a really, really good basketball player. Offensively, does more than Dre.
I think so too. I think you're right. I mean, there's certain things that Sabonis can do at this point in his career that Draymond cannot anymore. Draymond has honestly shot the 3 a little bit better this year. But I look at it. Sabonis is one of the weaker big men in the NBA. Higher paid big men on the defensive end. So I mean, it's going to have to be one of those things where the Warriors commit to being defensive around him, or they just go for it and they try to outscore every team they play. But I mean, moving on to LaVine, I honestly didn't play as much time on the Kings. Moving on to LaVine, like, where does he go? What team is willing to? Because in that case, I'm thinking the Kings are getting rid of first-round unprotected picks to get that salary off their roster.
Yeah.
Is there any thought to anybody going to the Clippers with Kawhi kind of in and out, and then you've got, who did they just lose? Bradley Beal as well.
Yeah, Beal's up for the year. That was actually my next segue. Can the Clippers blow it up? Because I mean, they're 3-8. They're one of the most expensive teams in the league. Steve Ballmer is their owner. He seems to be he wants to win out of more than any owner. So, I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, you could trade Sabonis for Kawhi. I don't know where that gets you with Zubac. Like, you've already got Zubac on the roster.
Well, I wasn't
been
saying
one of
maybe like Sabonis, but like any of those three guys. Would any of those three guys be a good replacement once you lose Bradley Beal, you lose a Kawhi? So like I'm thinking maybe more of a Levine, maybe more of a DeRozan. That might be a better fit there than a Sabonis, like you mentioned. They've already got Zubac there and Derrick Jones
Sure.
Jr.
I mean, yeah, you
and
got
John Collins, Brooke Lopez. I mean, you've got depth as that big. I don't think they need Sabonis. I think it's more about getting that wing player, that guard that might be able to help you out more quickly with those two injuries that they had.
Sure. I mean, if you want to get rid of, I mean, the thing is though, with the salary, like you're
That's what I was kind
trading
of thinking.
for
Like, I don't
DeRozan.
know where the salaries are at.
Yeah, you're trading for DeRozan. Like that's it.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
probably, unless you're giving Kawhi up for Levine, which you just don't do. Like,
Can't do it.
and it's, I mean, Clippers are 3-8 right now. Harden's aging and poorly. So is Kawhi. I mean, Harden had a 35-point triple double the other day, but the night to night consistency is just, I just don't think it's going to be there with him long term. Zubac, like they have decent players. I don't understand what's getting, where the message is getting confused, but like they're built to win now. Like out of any team in the league, maybe besides the Lakers, I don't know, but they're not built for the future at all. So I mean, it would be DeRozan for a couple of pieces. Which, I mean, does that move the needle for you, Malcolm? I don't know.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if here's what I've been thinking about over here. This is why expansion is going to exist
Mhm.
because I'm telling you, Seattle and Vegas are going to get teams in the next 5 years. It's just going to happen. I think those are the two cities that have been identified. Zach LaVine to me is taking the Gilbert Arenas playbook, meaning I'm going to make all this money and I don't give a shit about winning basketball
Sure.
games. I don't care. So with that being said, I would trade Zach LaVine to the New Orleans Pelicans for Zion Williamson to at least fill seats.
Sure.
Because my thing is
yeah.
like Zach don't care. Zach is going to show up and just be like, all right, I got 19, 2, and 4 for y'all.
Yeah. And maybe he'll have 30. So
and then I'll have 30. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of bad things, the last thing on Uncle Drew's NBA corner today is kind of a look forward. It includes the Pelicans because they're 2-9. They actually have the 4th worst record in the NBA. I know that's hard to believe at 2-9, but they don't own their pick because they traded it for Derek Queen, who's been good. Derek Queen has improved since he started the year. I still don't know if I would have given up my unprotected first round pick for that, but Derek Queen has been good. Like I think he had over 20 last night. I didn't watch that game, so I'm not sure. But so the Wizards and Nets both sit at 1-11. The Pacers sit at 1-10. The Pacers have kind of had the worst of it with bad luck. TJ McConnell got hurt, and then Mathurin got hurt, and Obi Toppin got hurt, and now they're just Siakam and whoever wants to show up and put on a Pacers uniform. So here's my question for you, because we've seen already in college basketball, we think this is going to be the best freshman basketball class possibly ever. Maybe not ever, but in a long time. I mean, with Darren Peterson, with one of the Boozer twins, with AJ DeBonsta, would you rather see those guys go to teams like the Nets, the Wizards? Pacers may be excluded a little bit from this conversation because with Halliburton, we know they're actually going to be pretty good. But would you guys rather see that, or would you rather see a nightmare for the NBA team scenario where the Thunder, who own the Clippers' first-round pick, jump up and grab one of these top 3 guys? Which would you rather see, where the Nets and Wizards probably never going to have a lot of live, national television games? Would you rather watch DeBansta and make the Thunder more overpowered on national television?
Go ahead, G.
Yeah, no, I don't want, speaking as somebody who has a team that is near the upper echelon in the NBA, or at least they were last year. No, I don't want to see the Thunder get stronger. I just don't want to see that product get even better. Like for me in sports, I want to see some parity. Now, I get it. The Nets and the other teams that you mentioned that are sort of bottom of the barrel, they're not exciting. They're not good products, but how do you make them better? How do you make them any sort of relevant if you don't get an opportunity to get some of these guys on those teams? So for me, I want to see those guys on those teams, trying their best to sort of revitalize those franchises, sort of like, and I'm not saying that this franchise was bad because they did win an NBA championship in 2011. They had an iconic player in Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. They were down for a little while, and then Luka came and he kind of helped bring them back up and into relevancy again. So I want to see the teams that are kind of more towards the bottom of the barrel have an opportunity to get some young talent in there because, again, as we alluded already to, the money in the NBA is stupid. Guys that shouldn't be making a certain amount of money are making a certain amount of money that's way over what they should be paid. So you can spend money in free agency. You can put some guys around these pieces in some franchises. Look, they're better at it than others. That's just kind of how it is. I mean, look at LaMelo Ball is just rotting away in Charlotte, and hopefully he gets moved at some point. They haven't been able to put pieces around him to build that thing back up, but you have to give at least these teams a fighting chance to get those guys in there, see if they can help bring some of these franchises back up to relevancy. That's the way I see it.
Malcolm, any objection?
Yeah, full objection. I think the NBA is better when there's dynasties. And I'm saying this by saying we remember the days of, let's just go
Coming
back
from
to
a LeBron fan, of course.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, the NBA is better when there's a villain. And right now, OKC is going from darling to villain in front of our very eyes.
As you do when you win.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's 13 games that have been played so far in the NBA season, now officially 14.
Mhm.
Shea has not played in the fourth quarter in 8 out of those 13
I know.
games.
Saw that stuff. It's
He
crazy.
has sat out, not played a second.
Yeah.
And he's still averaging 30. So it's like, do I want to see them get stronger? Not necessarily, but like, I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, if it's not broken, don't fit, and it's been built organically.
Yeah.
They haven't done and built the super teams. They haven't signed anybody crazy outside of what Hartenstein.
Hartenstein was their biggest free agency,
Like-
and Caruso's their biggest trade asset.
Like that, bro. If it ain't, it's a good thing what I think OKC is doing. It's not Sam Presti's fault that everybody's stupid.
Right.
Like, it's not his fault. What do you think?
No, I mean, I'm on the fence because I think it can be really fun to see a young future superstar like a DeBansta, like a Peterson on the Nets or the Wizards. But I mean, because it can be fun to see them kind of figure it out, to kind of figure out what they need to do to be a team leader, to kind of grow into those strengths that they're going to develop down the road. But,
For
you know,
sure.
everybody around them is just not up to par from what you would think a winning basketball team would be. But I'm kind of with you. I mean, it would be very fun for me to watch AJ DeBansta learn from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, I know a lot of people would hate that. They'd be like, "Oh, he's going to teach him foul baiting." But I mean, it's a skill. I mean, he is within the rules of the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is taking them to their highest level. And by the way, he's not just foul baiting. Like he's maybe the best shot maker in the league right now. So I mean, I think it would be fun to. I think either one would work for me. What I don't want to see, honestly,
What's that?
is I don't want to see a team that doesn't deserve it get one of those guys. Like, I don't want to see. I'll be honest. I mean, sure, Charlotte, New Orleans. See, those teams in my mind deserve it more than the Mavericks did Cooper Flag this year. I don't want to see that happen again. I don't want to see a team that made stupid decisions come on, and then they for some reason the ping pong balls bounce their way, like the Sixers with VJ Edgecombe. I love VJ Edgecombe. I hate that he went to the Sixers, and you know why he went to the Sixers? Because the Sixers signed Paul George and paid Joel Embiid $300 million. That's why he went to the Sixers, not because they were just bad, because they made stupid decisions. So
I will say that the NBA is shifting, and this is, I know we got to move, but like the NBA is reestablishing itself. You guys know, like in the NFL, it was like Drew Brees and like Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers and like all these like polarizing figures. Like, all of our guys in the NBA are getting older, like Russell Westbrook in OKC, James Harden in Houston, so Kawhi Leonard in Toronto, so on and so forth. Like, this is a new NBA, and I think it's really cool to kind of see these new, like the Spurs are about to get their little nucleus, and OKC is, and the Luka Lakers, like all this is happening right now.
Sure.
I think it's really cool how this is evolving, and we're about to see like the next wave of what the NBA and the league is. I think it's awesome.
I think you're right. No, I said this on, we'll bring it up one more time. I've said this on the Thursday show that never came out. I think LeBron getting hurt was the best thing that could have ever happened to the league for people that actually care about the NBA, not just the people that follow it on social media, not just the people that watch the highlight clips, like the people that sit there and watch these games night after night, to be able to just let the new generation breathe a little bit. Like, because for me, it's been great to not have to hear about LeBron. Like, it's been great. They're kind of letting Curry breathe too. Like, Curry had 45 last night. That would have been all over the place last year. Now it's Jokic. Jokic has 55 points on a Wednesday night, and I see that first when I wake up in the morning. It's been a real treat to see all 30 teams in the NBA really get their shine without having to worry about the one guy who got it there. Admittedly, LeBron got it there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna stay there, Brian. We'll see you soon, baby. We're waiting on you, man. Porch light is on.
Yeah, the porch light is on indeed for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they've handled things pretty well in his absence, Migs. So you shouldn't be too disappointed there. We were talking about the Lakers the last time, and yeah, they've had a really good start to this season. I really like what they're starting to build there in Los Angeles, and just in time for Bron to kind of make his swift exit over the next couple of years out of the league. So we'll see what happens. Let's move over to college football. And let's talk a little bit about our core 4 picks for the week. And we'll reintroduce Joseph Guthrie, and he'll join the conversation again. Welcome back, Joseph.
It's good to be back, boys. Been here the whole time. I've just, been listening.
Yeah,
absorbing.
He's learning. He's absorbing the NBA knowledge that we're pouring into him for sure. I know you're just worried about your Georgia Bulldogs basketball team, of course, this coming season.
Dropped 100 at one point this year. So
Hell yeah. Love
I'm
it.
impressed you knew that. Attaboy.
Dominique Wilkins.
Very impressed.
Jake Wilkins.
Got some bounce.
Oh, boy.
Attaboy.
I can't. I watched that windmill dunk an unhealthy amount of
Boy,
times.
got some bounce on him.
All right, fellas, let's kick it off here. Let's go Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. Pat Narduzzi and the boys downtown Pittsburgh are doing some good things there for the Panthers. I'll start with you, Joseph, since you've been excluded from the conversation. Let's go Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. What are you looking for in this matchup? Why did you pick this as one of our core 4 games, and what makes it a difficult pick?
It's because it's the ACC, and I know this isn't an ACC game, but they need somebody to win a game out of conference, because the ACC at this point, nobody wants to win that conference, and then they don't really have any good out of conference wins outside of Miami beating Notre Dame. That's their best one.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't look as good because Miami's decided to piss down their leg halfway through the season. We'll see if they continue to do that. They play NC State this weekend. That's a double-digit spread. I have no faith in them covering that. Anyways, this is about Pitt, and this is about Notre Dame. And boys, did y'all hear some comments from Pat Narduzzi?
I did.
About this game?
There were somebody, I think on this podcast last Monday, that may have said exactly what Pat Narduzzi said.
Yeah.
Said, just give up. Don't worry about it.
Listen, the fact that, yes, you are technically correct, Pat. You are technically right. That, no, it doesn't matter for the ACC if Pitt, well, I say that. It doesn't matter for Pitt's race to the ACC championship game if they lose this game. But damn it, it matters for pride. And to come out and say that, to come out and just be like, yeah, I'd rather lose this like 110-10. No, that's soft as shit, dude. I hate it. That's Charmin soft, bro. What are you supposed to tell your football team? Like, what if Notre Dame gets up 17 on you? You just going to mail it in? You just going to tell the refs, yeah, we're not coming out. We're not coming out for the second half. We're going to send out some fans and some Pitt jerseys, but we're not coming back out. We're going to pack it up. What the hell is that, dude? That's the softest shit. Sorry. I'm not going to get off a tangent. I'm not going to get off on a rant, because the moment he said that, I was like, oh yeah, there's no world. There's no galaxy where I would pick Pitt to win this game. I can't. I just can't do it. Because I don't know at what point your coach is just, it seems like he's already mailed it in on whatever day that interview was this week. You hadn't even got to game day on Saturday. Let me get off on a tangent.
Or maybe it's a little reverse psychology. Maybe he's putting that out there so Notre Dame won't play as hard, thinking, oh, we're just going to mail it in.
If Brian Kelly was still coaching this team, I could believe that philosophy, but it's Marcus Freeman, dude. And they've already lost 2 games this year. Their back's against the wall. That, like, Notre Dame fully understands everything they have to do for the rest of the season.
I get that.
Win every game.
But we're dealing with 18 to 22-year-old kids. And
Mhm.
sometimes they go out there and they're just like, and I've been privy to it many a time. Sometimes they go out
Mhm.
there thinking, hey, I got this game. And yes, I get it. Coach said what he's going to say. He wants to make sure we're on our stuff. Yeah, but look, Pitt's not even going to play today. So we'll just show up, we'll beat their ass, and we'll get out of there. So, like, I could full-heartedly see that happening. But just kind of like what you said, Joseph, like, in no world am I going to pick Pittsburgh in this game. There's no way.
No. Like, I wanted to try to find an avenue for this because Pitt's run defense has actually been pretty solid. But I just don't think they're going to be able to I don't think they're going to hold Jeremiah Love to the same ranking that they've been in run defense.
He's
I
different.
think Notre Dame's going to have too many answers between CJ Carr coming on late in the season. He's improved a lot. Pitt's pass defense is not great. And I think if they're able to get Jeremiah Love going, because that's the strength of Pitt's defense right now is their run defense, they just won't have enough answers. I think Pitt will be able to score. For sure, I think Pitt will be able to score. Like, my favorite play in the whole game is the over. But I'm going to take Notre Dame to win. I'm going to take Notre Dame to cover because I think if they get up by 14, I don't think they'll relinquish the lead under 14. I didn't like what Narduzzi had to say. I get it. I understand the mindset behind it. I understand the angle behind it. I hate saying that the week before you play Notre Dame at home.
Yeah. I pick Pitt. No further questions.
What? Hang on. Yeah, I got a lot of questions. You're picking Pitt?
Yeah. I rode with them the whole year. I'm not going to stop now.
I as someone who was also in that chair with you and has Pitt in the ACC title game.
Don't stop him when he's trying to make a mistake. Just let him continue
no,
to sit at the bottom of the court four, and it's fine.
I've done it all year. I'm not going to stop now.
I respect it.
I picked Auburn. I've picked Florida way too many times. I've picked who else have I picked that was dumb?
You didn't pick LSU to beat Alabama,
huh?
You didn't pick LSU to beat Alabama.
Well, come on now. I mean, am I really that dumb? I mean,
I didn't do that.
I mean, there has to be at least like a chance of something happening. I picked Pitt, and here's why. All right, Pitt is. I thought they were going to thrive with Desmond Reed in the run game, but about 3 games into the season, it was pretty clear that was not going to happen, and that Pitt's run blocking is awful, and Eli Holstein was average. I'm not going to say he was terrible, but he was just average as they get. So they throw in this Heinzel kid. I'm a big fan, and I think Pitt if Pitt is to win this game, which I agree with you, Joseph. I'm all the way there. I brought this up on this show and said Pitt should mail this game in, but I'd never expected to see a college football head coach be like, "Yes, dumb podcaster, you are correct. Let me apply your logic to my national media press conference." Like, no, I never expected to see that, but I'm gonna rock with Pitt. I've done it all year. I think there's a world that Pitt wins this game and then they lose both of their last 2 ACC games because that sounds like the ACC to me. Sounds like something the ACC would cook up. So,
one of those final 2 ACC games is Miami.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and this guy right here. I know this guy is the biggest Pittsburgh hater out there.
Yeah, man. Pittsburgh about to get that ass whooped this weekend, bro. I'm telling you, I money's gonna be on it. I'm ready, but also I just have a feeling that Pitt could show up with this run defense.
They could. I mean,
like they very well could, but I'm thinking Marcus Freeman is gonna have these boys ready.
Yeah,
right. Like surely, right. I'm trying to talk myself into it right now.
Are you trying to talk yourself into picking Notre Dame or picking Pitt?
I'm picking Notre Dame.
Okay.
But I could see a world where Pitt actually stops what I think is a great and a Heisman Trophy winning running back, Jeremiah Love.
Yeah. I think so. And I mean,
I could see them doing it for a little bit. I don't see them doing it for 4 quarters.
Well, it's big playability. I think Pitt has to come out and do a bunch of splash plays. And I also think that these college football head coaches a lot of times kind of love to do this where they throw out one thing on the podium and then the message behind the 4 walls is completely different.
Probably.
We've seen that a couple times now, especially in recent years. I am worried that this for Notre Dame, this may be an ultimate misdirection game where Pat Narduzzi throws it out there and then inside he's like, we're coming to win. We're coming to win College game day. Probably not. He probably just said that out loud. And
he probably just said what he was thinking. He probably just said exactly what he was thinking.
Yeah.
And again, he's not technically wrong. I'm just like, why would you say it?
Yeah, logically, it's like if you were on the internet and you were at collegefootballsimulation.com and you saw this game coming up when the exact set of circumstances, you would probably do this like on collegefootballsimulation.com. But you don't do it in real life with real humans.
Like, to speak to the run game, if Pitt sells out to stop Jeremiah Love, they're 101st in pass yards per game on defense. I mean, I think if CJ Carr and these Notre Dame receivers can have some success against better pass defenses, I think they'll be able to have success against Pitt. And I think that'll force Pitt to kind of loosen the box or lighten the box a little bit. And then I think that opens it up for Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how the rushing attack isn't even that good for Pittsburgh either? Neither is the passing attack. So, like, if you're Notre Dame's defense, you don't really have much to fear on the other side as well.
I mean, they are averaging 300 yards a game passing. Pitt is.
Okay, well, you got two quarterbacks that have each 1,000 yards.
True.
I mean, again, you got two quarterbacks. Do you have one? Like, I get it. It's a weird system that they're in right now, but
well, they
do either of those guys strike fear in your hearts?
They put Heinschel in. So they put Heinschel in to start the Boston College game. So Holstein got the first 4, and then they lost to Louisville. They lost to West Virginia in the back, and that's really where Holstein was done. But they let him play the Louisville game, and I mean, since then, Pittsburgh has scored 30 points or more in every game. Now they've played Boston College, Florida State, Syracuse, NC State, Stanford.
So they played 5 dead teams.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
They went through a graveyard stroll is what they did.
Yeah, and I mean their schedule early was Duquesne, Central Michigan, West Virginia, Louisville. So
and they lost 2 of those games.
Yeah, they lost to they lost the backyard brawl, but that is a rivalry.
It's a big rivalry.
Yeah, I get it. But
I think what Miggy said summed it up best. Belt to ass.
I think so. I think
and
you guys
it's like,
are right.
I'm sitting over here like, yo, like, is there a way? And I just don't think so, because you got to look. GT is next week. Miami's the week after. Like, bruh, they're about to be brought back down to earth after this graveyard shift that they just went through.
If this was like, I don't know, if this was like Pitt versus like Miami, or Louisville,
I'd take it.
Or like, I could see it.
I'd take it.
But I don't know, man. Notre Dame to me has felt different under Marcus Freeman, and I know they have the losses to the FCS teams. I understand that. I get that. Those are inexcusable, but he's first-time head coach. He's in like year 3 at Notre Dame. I feel like they're going to take this. They take their games more serious under Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, and I think
Brian Kelly.
It's kind of like a Dan Lanning at Oregon. It's almost like an SEC mentality, but you're not in the conference.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get punched in the mouth. You're going to punch people in the mouth.
Yeah.
You're going to play defense. You're going to run the football.
Yeah.
That's exactly what both teams do.
Physicality.
Yeah, they're just physical-ass football teams.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has lost by a combined 4 points, 2 losses this year.
To
Miami,
the number 3 team.
Yeah, at the time.
And Miami's like 6th. But I mean that.
Yeah.
Miami rosters.
Yeah, Miami was 10th at the time. Texas A&M was 16th at the time, and both of those schools are in the top 15 in the college football playoff rankings.
Miami,
that was starting also.
All right. I'm sorry. I have to pick Notre Dame. I was going to do the stupid thing. I can't sit here and act like I'm going to do this.
Dang it, Joseph! You had to swim.
I didn't. Nope. Well, hang on now. I'm the one that listen. Me and Michael were just talking. He was digging through his phone, and it was just kind of like,
nope. I'm not going to be that stupid.
Oh shoot! All right, let's. We're all on Notre Dame. Let's move on to the next matchup. Let's go out to Southern California and let's talk a little bit about the USC Trojans taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And I know Iowa played a really good game against Oregon not too long ago, so they're kind of coming off of that narrow loss. Maybe gives them some momentum going to USC. This is a big spot for Lincoln Riley in this USC pro. Jeez, I don't know why I tried to mess that.
I kept wanting to say UCLA.
Yeah, I did. I really did want to say UCLA for whatever reason. USC with the USC program. They've got a really good opportunity here to get themselves in position to make a college football playoff, which would be the first time since Lincoln Riley has taken over there with the Trojans. I'm going to stick to calling them the Trojans. So this is a huge game. They have to get a win in this one. Drew, I'll start with you on this one. Talk to me a little bit about the significance of this one, where you're leaning, what are the major factors into why which team is going to win or lose.
Yeah, I'm going to take USC here, and it's not really this one's not really that hard for me. Iowa has to go to USC. Iowa just got done playing a knockdown, drag it out versus Oregon at home. I don't see almost any way that Iowa wins this football game. Iowa's powers at home, they need to be studied, but like it's just that's what it is. It's at home. So very simple for me this week. I easily take USC, and I think they cover here. I haven't looked at the line updated, but I don't think this one's going to be very close. USC with Jaden Mahava has some talent, and 6.5. I mean, I just think Iowa's going to struggle to score with these guys on the road.
I want to say not so fast, my friends, and pick the Iowa Hawkeyes. I really do. And I'm going to tell you, it's because Lincoln Riley always has a game where he absolutely just craps to bed, and we're like, there is typical Lincoln Riley. But unfortunately, he has already had that game. So I'm going to go with USC. Saying that because Illinois in the end of September beat this USC team, and since then they have been on an absolute tear outside of seeing the team that we just talked about, which is a top 10 team in Notre Dame. So give me USC, but I'm picking Iowa to cover. What is that line? Is it?
It's 6.5.
According,
I'm not picking Iowa to cover. I just lied to you, straight to your face. Give me USC outright.
I'm with you. According to the platform formerly known as ESPN Bet, it is USC -6.5.
That is now chatted up sports bet.
I mean, now it's
Call it whatever you want.
I got an ad for ESPN Bet the other day. I'm like, why are we
still milking it?
What are we
doing
here?
Yeah.
what are we doing here, guys? Like, I don't know. Between that and the YouTube TV thing, like, pick a struggle, dude. I don't know. I have no pushback on you guys. I in no world, like, if this game was at Kinnick, I could find myself picking Iowa because
I think I
Kinnick
would.
voodoo.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would too. Is it wild to say that I think USC might have a better passing attack than Oregon?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody else's toes here if they have an opinion here. But from what I've seen, Oregon has a very strength of schedule friendly pass attack.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
And plus, DeCorian Moore, I believe DeCorian Moore didn't play in the Iowa game, and he's by far and away their best receiver.
Guys, DeCorian Moore is the best receiver in college football since Randy Moss at Marshall.
Hang on now, buddy. Listen, no. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're pandering to the Duck fans.
Right.
Okay, I get it. Listen,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I will
Classic.
not let you do this while
Guys.
Jeremiah Smith is taking snaps at Ohio State actively
I'm bullshit.
in the same time.
I'm bullshit.
I will not let you get away with that.
I'm bullshit. He's great though, but no,
He's phenomenal. But
yes, you are 100% right, Drew. It has been
very strength of schedule friendly.
Yeah.
Every time
Yeah.
Dante Moore has to throw the ball against anybody with a number besides their name, it becomes a little hand start. It's like the Oklahoma State backup.
yeah. Oh, that's a good pull.
Bro, that class, his class, wasn't he with Malachi Nelson? No, Dante Moore and Nico and Arch. That class I thought was going to change football. And I don't think they are. I'm actually sure they're not. Like, that's crazy. Like I would be fired as a GM because I thought that class was really, I mean, they were going to be coming out this year or next.
I mean, like, okay, Dante, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much like he's a first-year starter.
Yeah.
So is Arch. Like, I just give him time, you know? Like, Arch has made improvements. Dante's made improvements. I think they'll get better. Nico's just playing for a shell of a football team. They had some Magic's dead in UCLA out there.
I want him to go to a different program so bad. Like, Texas Tech would love his services.
He'd be pretty good at Tennessee, I think.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be.
Wouldn't that be something?
I don't know. If I were Josh Heupel, I'd definitely consider it.
No,
I would.
No, because you probably got another year at Joey Aguilar.
No way.
I think you do.
Do you?
I think he's
no,
done.
I think he's done.
Is he done? Is he done?
He's done.
That's why I said that.
Yeah,
if I had Joey,
would you pick him coming back over Brandon Faison though?
Yeah.
Faison Brandon. I always say his name back.
No, because he's got two first names.
I just
yeah, I would.
I'd take Nico over him. Absolutely.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
I would not.
Nah, I don't know.
I'd risk the development with Faison.
Yeah, you can't take Nico back. There's no taking Nico back.
I would risk starting Faison and I would kind of do what Michigan's doing. Like you're looking forward to cashing in 2 years.
You're getting your lumps
100%.
And making 2027, 2028 the year with like Tristan Keys and all. Yeah,
exactly.
I just hope Nico's back in the SEC so we can watch him not on Big Ten Network.
I think he's potentially going to be your quarterback.
No.
Oh, that would be some real shit if he went to Vanderbilt. No way, dude. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
I could see Clark Lee doing that though. That would be
sure.
That would be amazing.
And he'd be. I mean,
I think he'd be good in the system.
I do too. If he cleaned up his decision making a little bit, he would be excellent. He would actually be not a perfect fit, but he'd be a good fit.
Listen, guys, in June when Nico commits to Vandy, you heard it really on good. We're going to look really good in November.
Wow. We do have the audio, right? We can release this. Right?
We do. We do. Yep.
Originally, this segment started about USC and Iowa.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
And if that tells you anything about where we're probably all going with this game, give me USC, man. I just like Iowa's different away from Kinnick. USC's different at home. They've been different this year. They handed Michigan a pretty significant L that I think that probably would have went the other way if they went and played out of Michigan. They lost to Iowa or they lost to Illinois. That game was on the road. They lost to Notre Dame. That game was on the road. Their closest game on the road they actually did win was Nebraska, and Dylan Raiola got knocked out in that game. So, USC's been different at home. They crushed Northwestern 31-17 last Friday. I'm not going to buy into Iowa, a team that doesn't believe in the forward pass, but won't run the triple option until I'm looking up at my phone and I'm like, oh, wow, Iowa beat USC. But I'm not going to pick them. Yeah. Give me USC.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Trojans. I'm going to go with the Trojans as well. It's like you said, they're going to win this game because it's at home, the warmer weather, the whole thing. Then they're going to go on the road next weekend against Oregon, and they're going to lose that game. So they'll win this game. It's a game they have to win. They need to win, give themselves an outside chance at getting into the college football playoff, but they're going to lose next week against Oregon at Oregon. So yeah, they'll take care of business and they'll get this one. All right, let's go over to the SEC. Our last two matchups reside in that conference, the Southeast Conference. Let's start with Oklahoma at Alabama. And since this one is in the state of Alabama, I'll take this one first. With this one, look, Oklahoma coming off that really nice win against Tennessee a couple weeks ago, the whole thing, and John Mateer finally playing better. And Ty Simpson for Alabama. Look, we've been sort of waiting. He's had some good games this year, was not able to take advantage of what we were thinking might have been a good matchup, especially with all the shit going on around LSU with Brian Kelly and the season that they're having. Wasn't able to really dominate them the way that they wanted to. But again, as we've established on this show, we've talked a lot about it, they don't have much of a running game. But I do believe that Alabama is the superior team. Again, they're at home. That's a really difficult environment to play in Tuscaloosa. It's funny, boys. I'm going recruiting this weekend near the Birmingham area, and I was looking for hotels in that area. And dude, you're starting to look at some of those hotels for this weekend. It's even reaching towards Birmingham, where the prices are really inflated because they're just stupid high in Tuscaloosa. So people are having to stay out in the outskirts in Birmingham. So the prices are going up a little bit. Thank goodness I was able to find a reasonable hotel room around there. But yeah, I'm going to go with Alabama in this one, regardless of their running back woes. Ty Simpson gets right. He takes advantage of that defense on Oklahoma, and they beat the Sooners at home.
Well said.
You want me to take next?
I don't have much to add.
All right, Drew, at some point on the Saturday reaction shows, I've told you, and I do firmly believe this, at some point, Alabama's run game, or lack thereof, is going to cost them. And it's something that I've mentioned to you several times. Well, it ain't going to happen this Saturday.
Okay, thank God.
It ain't going to happen this Saturday. You want me to tell you why? Because Alabama struggled to run the ball all year, and it has not stopped them at all. I mean, we talk about like Oklahoma struggled to run the ball, and their leading rusher has more rushing yards than Alabama. So if that tells you anything about how, hey, Alabama knows that they cannot run the ball well, and I wouldn't expect them to try to run the ball well against this Oklahoma defense because that Oklahoma run defense is super solid. Good thing is they've been figuring it out all year with other routes. Part of the reason I'm going with Alabama in this game is because even though they may struggle to move the ball a little bit, it looked a little bit ugly against LSU last week, but I think part of that was just the fact that they missed on some plays. I think they'll be able to hit on those. I think they'll be able to take advantage of this Oklahoma secondary because Tennessee did it. If it wasn't for some turnovers, I think that game would have went their way. Ole Miss did it at home or at Oklahoma. I think Alabama will be able to do it at home. Don't get me wrong, R. Mason Thomas, that D line, I think they'll be able to get after Ty Simpson, but I don't trust this Oklahoma offense to be able to move the ball efficiently enough to keep them in this game. Like I could see this feeling very similar to the LSU game last week where I look up and it's like 17-9 and I'm like, this feels like it's like 35-10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know the spread's only 5.5, but I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama wins this game. And if somebody just box score scouts it, they're like, oh, Oklahoma, they didn't really lose by that much. You only lost by like, 21-6 or something, or 21-10. It's like that game was never close. The game was not close.
Let's also not forget that revenge is a dish best served cold because the Sooners essentially ended their season last year in that upset loss in Norman to the Sooners. So for Alabama, so that's got to be on everybody's mind. It's got to be certainly on Kalen DeBoer's mind and everybody that was associated with the program last year. So that's going to be, I think, a big factor, and I could see them like really taking it to Oklahoma this weekend.
Yeah, that was the Jalen Milroe special last week or last year, where he just turned the ball over, I think 3 or 4 times.
Sure.
I don't see that from Ty Simpson this year. Dude, give me Alabama. Give me Alabama to cover. I'm sorry, Oklahoma, but I don't think you'll be able to have enough between John Mateer and Blaylock and Satania.
Yeah, you want me to go?
No, yeah, you take it.
Yeah, I think it's chalk weekend, boys. You mentioned the offense for Alabama. Well, I'm going to mention the defense because I don't know how much better John Mateer is than Garrett Nussmeier. I don't. Well, I mean,
no, I love that. I love that. Actually,
I mean, I do too, bro.
Like where is the John Mateer evidence this year that everybody? It's against Auburn, I guess. Like if you're maybe Ole Miss, if you're a big Mateer guy, I guess those are the 2 games you point towards, and they're like, yeah, he's better than Garrett Nussmeier. Look at these 2 or he lost to Ole Miss, but look at this against the number. Auburn's number. What are they? They're high up there in defense.
They're solid. Yeah, a lot of NFL bodies on the defense.
But I mean, Alabama really got after Garrett Nussmeier, and after watching the Texas game, I don't know how dissimilar Mateer and Nussmeier are as far as feeling pressure. And the worst part about Mateer and I think a lot of what has affected Garrett Nussmeier this year is Nussmeier is now anti-turnover, which is great. Like, good job, Garrett Nussmeier. But he's also anti-big play. Well, John Mateer is not anti-turnover. He is
chuck it down there somewhere.
He is very happy to throw the ball into coverage and let one of his receivers make these plays. And I mean, if Nussmeier had done that last week, that game would have been a lot worse. And that's where I'm looking this game. Oklahoma doesn't have the juice to play with this team. The only way that Oklahoma can get this done is if they force turnovers and they don't have to go very far to get to the end zone. I think that's it. I mean, they're going to be a straight momentum team. They're going into Bryant-Denny. Greg, you're absolutely correct. That I promise you, Kalen DeBoer wants this one just about as bad as he wants any game, because that was a classic Kalen DeBoer at Alabama on the road performance last year. Not just a Jalen Milroe. That's kind of been in the DeBoer era. I promise you, he wants to rectify that and get to 1-1 against Venables. I know Venables probably needs this, but I don't see.
He ain't gonna get it.
Nope.
There is a way that Oklahoma can win this game, and it's if Ty Simpson gets hit and he gets hurt, and Keelan Russell has to come in the game. First major action against this defensive line, he would make a lot of mistakes, and Oklahoma would take advantage. That's the only way I give Oklahoma a shot, which there is a shot. They could very well hurt Ty Simpson. I saw what they did against a really good Tennessee offensive line, took them to school. That was Tennessee's the worst performance I've seen from the O-line this year. I want you to give me Alabama. I want you to give me them to cover, but it will not be more than a touchdown. This is going to be a very close game.
I think that's fair with the way Oklahoma plays.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it could be like I think it could even like the max I could see this game being would be like 11 points. But you're right. I think it's kind of just like a strangle hold for Alabama. So.
Yeah, I could see it being like even if it ends up like 24-13, but it never feels like the game was that close.
All right, final game. We're all, as Drew said, chalk weekend at this point. I assume we might all be on the same side on this last one as well, but we'll kind of wait and see, and we'll break it down. It is number 10 going to be at number 5. That's the Texas Longhorns finding a way to sort of squeak their way from win to win to win to win the last 3 weeks. I know the game was a little bit more out of hand against Vanderbilt, but they allowed Vanderbilt to get back into it, and that wasn't a great sign for me from this Texas team. Kind of let off the gas pedal a little bit and got a little vulnerable. And then on the other side with Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs, again, we know they beat everybody that's not named Alabama, and they've been doing that handily over the last couple of weeks. I know that Ole Miss game was sort of close. The Florida game, sort of close, but it just seemed like Kirby sort of toying with them a little bit. Never seemed fully like Georgia was in danger of losing these games. And then they beat up on Mississippi State. They score a lot of points. That was good to see. And again, they're between the hedges this weekend. And you know where we got to start. We got to start with my man, Jay. Talk to us about this matchup with your Bulldogs. Come on.
Do I have to go first, bro?
You don't have to, but I thought you would want to.
You
don't have to. Maybe you can go first.
Yeah, let Malcolm go.
You want to go first?
Yeah, it's very simple. We've had a common theme this show that we are all on the same page. That shit stops today because I believe in Steve Sarkisian.
Oh, God.
I'm taking Texas.
Okay.
It's not to take a hit. It's not to, make it different for the graphic. Texas is playing in the last 4 weeks such good football. And I know they've had some close calls against Mississippi State. I'm aware. But also, I know how hard it is to win between the hedges. That shit doesn't happen often. Mm-hmm. Texas is truly in do or die mode. I don't think Georgia is in do or die mode. I just do not see them playing on Saturday like their life is on the line. I think they'll do that in 2 weeks against Tech. I think they'll do it, but I just think today they think shit is sweet. And I really do not think that Georgia is going to wake up like Texas. I mean, Texas is coming in here like they're on crack and they need, 75 cents. Like I don't think that Georgia's like, yo, like, man, I got some money in the bank. I done took a shower today. Like Texas ain't showered in weeks, So give me Texas, and I think this is like the Arch Manning game, bro. Like I really do. It's gonna take a perfect game from Sark. I can't stress this shit enough. It is gonna take a perfect game from Steve Sarkisian. But if somebody can do it against a Kirby defense, I think it's Sark. I think it's my boy. Give me Texas.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah, because I want to hear you were confident about
vroom vroom, baby. Georgia, all the way to the Fulton County Jail. Vroom vroom, baby. Yeah, no way, no chance. Texas is bad. If you have tickets on Texas, lose them, cash them out, take your couple dollar loss. No, they don't. Okay, do you know how they won the Vanderbilt game? Vanderbilt has 2- and 3-star linebackers and corners out there, and they threw it to the edge, and they just ran bubble screens and ran RPOs the whole time, where these people that they have at receiver are just quicker, and they're bigger, and they're better than Vanderbilt can run out there. Do you know what Georgia has that Vanderbilt doesn't? Receivers that are, cornerbacks and linebackers that are over 2- and 3-star. Guys, this is simple. Don't overthink this. Just Georgia wins this week. Arch Manning gets picked off 2 or 3 times. This game is not close. Like, you're looking at the number beside Texas, and you think you should still give them respect. You shouldn't. They're going to finish 8-4. Nope.
Texas has been playing with fire the last couple of weeks. They will. I want to say they're going to win that last game against Texas A&M. I said that a couple of weeks ago. But the way that they've been playing, and maybe this will show me something different, but I'm with you, Drew. Like, I'm just on Georgia. They're simply the better team right now. And again, I mentioned it in kind of the lead up that Kirby just doesn't lose to teams not named Alabama. So he'll find a way to win like he did last year in this game after we watched Tennessee beat that Alabama ass at Neyland Stadium. Where were we? Cool Beans? Yeah, we were in that nasty hole of a place. Cool Beans watching that.
You're hating on Cool Beans?
Dude, I hate that place. I would have probably loved it in college, but it just at 35 years old, 34 years old, whatever I was, I was not having it.
I went to sleep in the car.
Yeah, you did. You fell asleep on us.
Yeah, I did. I was like, bro, I could care less.
You left the bar and went to the car?
No, I literally did not even go in the bar.
Oh, you just slept outside?
He had to go drive somebody home, right? You had to go drive somebody or find somebody's car or something like that.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, and then you came back and we were trying to find you. The service was terrible in there. And we didn't know you were outside and you just took a nap. And then Jay and I were just left holding the bag with like Becca and Kayla and Chase, and Jamarius was doing whatever he was doing.
Man.
You never know where Jamarius is at.
Typical Jamarius.
He's bullshitting around.
That guy's a nutcase.
Wow.
I love him, man. That's my boy.
We love him. We love you, Jam.
All right, so Georgia, and
Texas.
Oh God.
Listen,
Come
man.
on, Jay.
Oh no.
I am someone who, like, I am not afraid to fade my own team. I am not. I wasn't afraid to do it when they played Ole Miss. I wasn't afraid to do it when they played Alabama. I've been afraid to do it the last few times they played Alabama. But man, last year you played Texas twice. Okay. And I can't take credit for this stat on my own. From Josh Pate, Texas is 11-3 in the SEC since they joined the SEC. 2 of those losses are to Georgia. Last year, Texas was better than they are now. Georgia was worse. And Georgia stuffed them in a locker.
On the road.
On the road. And on a neutral site. That game's in Atlanta, so it's kind of not really.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, in overtime with a backup quarterback. A backup quarterback that is now your starter. That many people around the country, a lot of Georgia fans would not tell you this. As a Georgia fan myself, I would probably tell you I didn't really know. Many people would have picked Arch in this game in the quarterback comparison. They would have chosen Arch 100 times out of 100 times. 10 games into the season, I think a lot of people would do the opposite. What concerns me, though, is that I think Arch has improved as the year's gone on. I think he has, naturally, because I think that's what happens when you are a good quarterback and you play for a good head coach and you play more games. You get better. The biggest concern is that Georgia doesn't pressure quarterbacks. They're in like the hundreds this year. They just haven't done it. And somehow they found a way to get to 9-1. I know a lot of people are saying, well, if Arch has time, Arch is really going to deal. Okay. Trinidad Chambliss had time. Jackson Arnold had time. Ty Simpson had time. They lost that game to Ty Simpson. Every other quarterback that they've played has had time. And they're still 9-1. And now they're at home against a team that, in my opinion, they have what Alabama has over them. They have a mental edge over Texas, especially after the way that those 2 games went last year. And now you've got to go to Athens at night and play that team in a year where you've been better the past couple of games. Offensive line's been better. Nobody on the injury report. But it's still not what we all thought Texas would be. And while I understand where you're coming from when you say they're not playing with that fire, I disagree, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a Kirby Smart coach team will ever not play like their life's on the line. I think the moment they do, the moment you see them go lackadaisical in a game, I'm not saying they can't be beat. Obviously, they can. That's happened. It's already happened once this year. But I think the moment you see a Kirby Smart coach team go lackadaisical, you know Kirby's on his way out. He's getting close to retirement. And I haven't seen that yet. I mean, we're talking about a team that does Bloody Tuesdays every week. They have they have a named practice every week where they play for physicality, full pads, hit the shit out of each other. So for reasons like that, I'm going with Georgia. I think Texas will cover. I think this game's close because I really respect Texas's defense. Colin Simmons, the boys on that side, I think they're really good. They can really get after the passer. But I think what they can do on defense, Gunner's been dealing with a lot this year, and he's really helped this Georgia offensive line look better than I think they've played
100%,
in as far as avoiding sacks go. But you're also talking about somebody that will put his life on the line for this team in Gunner. And for those reasons, I am going with the Georgia Bulldogs to beat Texas. I kind of have gotten to a point where Texas has to prove it to me because I don't think they've been the same on the road this year as they have been at home. And I think that's going to play out again on Saturday night. So give me the Dogs. Give me the Dogs close at home under the lights in Sanford.
Texas has lost 2 games, right?
2 games.
They lost to Ohio State at the buzzer.
Yep.
And then they lost. Well, not at the buzzer.
They got held.
Yeah.
But that was first game of the year.
Yeah, jitters
Arches,
in the shoe.
Yeah.
Who else did they lose to?
Florida? They got beat by Florida on the road. Other than that, on the road, they went to overtime with Mississippi State.
Which they fought. And that game showed me, all right, they might have pride.
Come down from 17.
Yeah.
You don't just do that accidentally.
Like you had to dig deep and show some folks.
Yeah.
I love what you said. I think we need to clip that absolutely. It was amazing. I was sitting over here kind of getting goosebumps a little bit. That was dope. This is my game of the week. Easy. It's not even close.
Of course.
I think this is really going to be a special one, and I'm excited to see. All right, like can Arch, if he's going to be a Manning legend, I think the legend starts like this game. I think this is like, if he wanted a Heisman moment, I think he could go from worst to first in a very quick amount of time.
If he has some like Julian Sayin line, and I say that because Julian Sayin's been balling this year, but
it will get him to New York.
So, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Georgia favored by 6.5 in this game. At home.
Yeah. I'm there.
You're there?
So there.
I think I might be there too, and I just picked Texas. But money-wise, like that's weird, bro.
6.5?
I mean, I just
But is Vegas ever wrong like that?
Texas scored 16 points against Kentucky.
But that was at Kentucky. Listen, man, Kroger Field's weird.
At Georgia.
Dog.
This one's at Georgia.
Okay,
I don't. That's fair. What are we talking about? This just seems like duh. Like I'm sorry. I hate to come off like a dick here.
No. Go for it.
This just seems like common sense that you see a team that's number. I don't know what they are. Are they like 10 now?
They're 10th.
Yeah, they're 10th. You see them and you're like, okay, that kind of stands out. Should they really be right there based on what they've done and based on what we think they're going to do going forward? No, they're going to be 8-4 by the end of the year. Don't overthink this. Just take Georgia. Just
I love your blind confidence.
I
hope you're right. I mean, from like pulling the fan of me out, I hope you're right. I hope it's Dogs by 90. But
he's got the right colors on.
I
both
think,
do.
Yeah.
I got the right city on, baby. Or not city, but
no.
Right state.
It's great.
Yeah. This is the one Falcons gear thing I own. I hate the team. Here we go.
I hate the team that caused me immortal pain.
All right, that's going to do it for the core four. We're all chalk except for Miggy's going out on the ledge by his Losum, and he is taking the Texas Longhorns. Now, we don't know what Chase is going to do. We'll have to wait and see in the group chat what he does or when we make the post on Saturday morning. And the boys always got you covered with the chat slip. I was supposed to being able to bet by now on professional sports, but they've pushed that back to November 22nd. So hopefully I will be able to do that once I visit a legal betting state at some point. So hopefully I'll get back on the chat slip at some point here in the near future. But with that being said, let's wrap things up with one of our favorite segments. Drew is going to be new to this. I feel like Drew is going to be good at this despite his young age. I feel like he's got a little GT in him, so I think he's going to be good at this. But Mig, let's play a little birthdays.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. And first off, G, we cannot wait for you to be on this Thanksgiving Day chat slip. That's going to just feed families, pun intended. So
that's what I'm saying. I have been chomping at the bit.
Yeah. Drew, do not look at my computer. I'm hoping you can't see it.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right. So I'm gonna give us a week at a glance. It's not gonna be a lot. We're gonna take the next 6 minutes or so, and do birthdays. All right.
6 or 7
From-
minutes.
Yeah. 6, 7.
Can we? I'm gonna cut the broadcast right now.
Sorry, I had to.
I will
Um,
cut the recording. Don't tell me.
This guy's 49 years old, today, actually, on Friday. And he was, I'd say, one of the best drummers of all time.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be no help here.
Okay.
Filled
Drummers.
with drummers, filled with tattoos from head to toe.
Oh,
Blink 182.
yeah. Oh God, what's his name? It's. I could see his face.
His best friends with Lil
Travis
Wayne.
Barker.
Yes, Travis Barker is correct.
Knew his
Joseph-
name was Travis. As Travis
like-
something was in my mind.
Like I could see him, but I can't think of his name.
He could walk
Guys,
in the room right now, and I'd have no idea.
Listen to Blink 182.
I have. I
Okay,
just I
good,
don't.
Good.
You know.
That's okay. No,
yeah.
no, it's fine. It's fine if you don't know him.
Yeah.
Just you need to listen to Blink
Yeah.
182.
It's funny. We're not gonna say this one, but my aunt sung with this guy named Yanni. Yanni, his birthday is today.
Oh,
So he's 70 years old. So shout out to Yanni.
shout out Yanni.
Yeah, Yanni. This one is not fair. Greg is going to get this one by default because he is a New York Met. And this guy's 31 years old. He was actually selected 8th overall in the 2011 MLB draft by the Indians.
Oh,
But it's
Francisco Lindor.
Lindor,
Yeah.
yes, sir. I just knew.
Yeah.
I was like, you got it. All right, this one is actually fair game.
Thank you.
We've talked about this guy. We're gonna have a clip about this guy. But he is arguably the best college football wide receiver of all time.
Michael Crabtree,
No, but close. To me, he's the best. But
Randy Moss.
Randy
No.
Moss.
no,
Is it Julio?
he's
Jones?
the most decorated college football receiver of all time.
Devonta Smith.
That is correct. It is
Oh,
his birthday.
Really? Today?
Yes, today.
Wow.
Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday,
He turns
Devonta.
26 years old. Everybody has one so far. I'm really proud of you guys.
A young 26.
Yep. All right. This next one is also going to be something. All right. So,
Gonna be fun.
this guy was a macho man. And he was one of the best wrestlers ever.
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage is
Wow.
correct, Greg. Randy Savage, the
Come
late
on.
and great Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage. Come on.
Yes.
I see what you did there. I picked it up.
I started singing the Macho.
Joe Macho
Yeah, it's a-
Man.
I think that threw me off a little bit.
This guy is one
Sorry,
of the best players to come out of University of Kentucky basketball since the 2000s, I'd say.
Eric Bledsoe.
No,
No.
but that is a hell of a
Anthony
start.
Davis.
No.
DeMarcus
Carl
Cousins.
No.
Anthony Towns.
Wow, yes, you're correct.
Cat-
Cat's birthday? No
It's
way.
Cat's birthday.
What?
Happy birthday.
New
to
York
Cat.
Knicks too.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
He's going to have to carry the ship for a little while with Brunson on the shelf.
Are we Marvel people at all?
Yes,
Yeah,
big
I
time.
am.
Absolutely.
All right. So this guy, I mean, he is so big in the Marvel universe.
Tony
He was,
Stark.
he was in Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan?
No, very close.
Oh,
No,
and Infinity War?
No, yeah, he was in Infinity War as well.
Chadwick Boseman.
No, but you're very close. You guys are like right there. He was known as M'Baku.
Oh, what is that guy's name? The big. He's
I
he's,
don't know what his
he's the
name is.
leader
You
of the
know his
army.
name?
I don't know his
Yeah,
name.
he's been in a lot of different things. Oh, what is his name? He's a good actor. I like
Yeah.
him.
I'll give it. It is Winston Duke.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that was his
never
name.
would've gotten
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know his. I
Sorry,
didn't know
Winston.
the actor's name. Shout out Winston though.
Let's go from actor to comedian because this guy is one of the funniest men I would say in America right now.
Shane Gillis.
Very close.
Oh.
That was a great attempt.
That's where my head went at first too.
But a lot of people hate him. He was on SNL and has been a legend, and also he did Bag of Kardashian.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. is
Wow.
correct.
Oh, Pete
Nice.
Davidson.
So, what does
Lots of-
everybody have? I think
I
it's
think
two,
two,
and
and
one.
Three.
Okay.
I got three.
You got
Oh, he's
three,
got three.
two,
Yeah,
three,
Yeah,
and
I
one.
got three.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna kick it to the NBA because this guy is one of the tallest players in the NBA.
Wemby.
No, but Shaq says he is a broke version of Wemby.
Oh, Bobo.
Bobo.
Bo is correct. All right, so we got a 3-3-1 lead. Joseph, fight back.
Dude, I mean, I'm like, I'm trying over
You
here.
have
I'm
two,
trying.
right?
No.
No, just one.
Yeah.
All
Just the one.
right. Gosh, I think I'm gonna keep going.
Are we out?
We might be. I'm gonna go to next week.
I got to get at least two.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I
Let him
got,
get to
I
two.
got 3 more.
Oh, three
Getting
more.
hit with a
Yeah.
shovel here.
Oh my goodness.
So
I
me
thought
or
I
me or
did
Greg could put it away right here, or Joseph can 3 for 3 here. He can take it back, right?
Yeah, he could take it back
All
for
right.
sure. All right. Let's just look at next week's birthdays because we have 3 people. 2 are in politics, which they're just notoriety. So we'll just say it. On November 20th, he is a U.S. president that has been recent, and it is his birthday on November 20th.
George
Barack
W.
Obama?
No, close. Joseph, fight
Uh,
right now.
Donald Trump.
Bill
No.
Clinton?
No, he's
Joe
recent.
Biden.
How recent?
It's Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
Oh no!
Joseph. Okay. All right. One more.
Listen, man.
All right. So basically, I've got to get this to tie.
Yes, you've
Okay.
got to get this to tie.
All right.
Oh,
Here we go.
All right. This guy is one of the best rappers to come through Atlanta, Georgia. It's kind of, his name is weird. It can mean a certain time period.
that's all you, Drew.
You got it.
I got nothing,
I was
dog.
about to say.
I'm drawing a blank.
He's got dreads. He was known for this infamous project called March Madness.
Oh, Future.
Future is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
it's tied up. Oh boy.
It's tied up.
4-4.
100,000.
Some of us just got one.
That's it. That was a good one. I miss.
All right. I'm looking for a
Don't worry,
really
guys. I'll
good
hold
one.
down. I'll hold it down down here.
All right. This is going to be it right here. All right. This guy is one of the best football players in the National Football League
Right now?
right now.
Okay.
His birthday is going to be next week.
Okay.
All right. He has been just a man amongst boys, specifically when he was a 3-year starter at this college for Mormons at BYU. Anybody?
Kyle Van Noy?
No.
Oh no.
BYU.
BYU.
Taysom
Offensive
Hill.
No.
defense.
He is on the defensive side of
Not
the ball.
Taysom Hill.
Joseph, I'm shocked you haven't said it right now.
A man amongst boys.
Man amongst boys. I think to me, he is one of the best defensive players in National Football League.
Played at BYU.
And he went to BYU.
And he went to BYU.
Yeah, it's like the first one that popped into my head was Kyle Van Noy.
He was
But-
voted by his peers as 70th on the NFL top 100 players. And
Did
he was
Max Crosby go to BYU? Did I
No.
miss that? Oh
No.
no.
No
Okay.
way,
Okay.
Max Crosby went to
No.
BYU.
They'd have kicked him out
I was-
faster
I
than
was like,
No
did he-
way.
Did he make a massive life transformation after college?
he was a 3rd round pick, and he is in the NFC.
Oh my gosh, this is a
When
casual
did he come
moment.
out? Yeah, I feel like
This is
When
a
did he get
casual
drafted?
moment.
He got drafted in 2018. Older guy. Still dominant as ever, though.
God.
Can we get
dude,
his position? I guess.
He is a pass rusher.
I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. I'm drawing a blank
Okay.
here.
All right,
Totally.
All right.
Tell me what team he's on or division, maybe.
He is in the NFC West. That's my last hint. All right, I'll give you one more hint. He has actually been ruled out this year with a season-ending injury.
Wait, no. He didn't go to BYU. It's not.
Greg, where you at? buddy?
Bosa.
No.
It's not Fred Warner.
No.
Well, guys, the game is over because it is in fact Fred Warner.
Is it
You
really?
won.
Wow.
Fred
You
Warner
won.
would never guess that.
You won.
I forgot
You
he
went to BYU, dude.
I had no idea.
And your first
Totally-
attempted birthday.
totally
You
forgot.
smoked,
Dude.
bro. You smoked.
See, I knew
yeah,
he would be
that was-
good.
That was awesome.
That was sick.
That was
That felt
awesome.
good.
Fred Warner went to BYU.
Fred Warner went
I
to
completely
BYU.
forgot
Dude.
about that.
Shout out Fred Warner.
Yeah, San Marcos is pride and joy, man. Fred Warner turning 28 next week. So,
Shout out Fred Warner.
and shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to our core 4 picks. Us for being on a same accord. Something's got to go wrong. That's why I'm making the Texas pick, because I think that is the game that it's going to go wrong in. Fellas, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, follow us all over social media at Chat It Up Sports. Like, subscribe, all the good things wherever you get your podcasts: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, X, the whole thing. We miss Chase Green, we miss Garrett Tolley, but I love you guys back in Chattanooga. Hopefully, I'll see y'all sometime in the near future. But enjoy the weekend, enjoy the college football, and we will talk to y'all on. Well, Joseph and Drew will talk to you on Saturday. The rest of us will talk to you on Tuesday. Peace and love.